Hi guys, welcome to second podcast with regards to the Tissnet selection. Today we have Akansha, Shashwat, and still people are joining. So they have cracked again Tissnet stage 1 shortlisted for the HRMLR Odcl. 62 Shashwat score HRMLR and the Odcl he got shortlisted for, and Akansha 67. Okay, this is what and she got shortlisted for the HRMLR and OTCL. So once again, both of you, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
So when you saw your result, how was the feeling?
Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, after writing the exam, I was not very sure about if I would clear it or not. And I was in my hometown during that time, and I was having a plate of momos. I mean, I had just ordered and I checked my result on the phone, and I was just shocked standing there that I had cleared it. So, and I was very happy seeing that result.
Okay, you expected this?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Shashwat, yeah, over to you.
Hi guys, also it was very unexpected. So actually preparing for the next year's test and being shortlisted for this was a blessing. And so I was very euphoric when I found out, and I was not expecting getting to get a shortlist after I did my exam.
Okay. Okay. अच्छा वो पेपर लिखने के बाद इंस्टिंक्ट आ जाता है ना यार होगा कि नहीं होगा, तो वो नहीं आया था.
No, sir, I felt I might, but I was not sure that I will be able to sail through.
Okay.
Yeah, same. मतलब I was doubtful. ऐसे था कि हो जाएगा, एज पे होगा, एज पे ही हुआ. But वैसे ही था. तो
Great. चलो हो गया ना, कोई टेंशन. अभी स्टेज 2 पे फोकस करते हैं. Okay, so first start with the introduction part. Name, which city you belong to, and academic wise, 10th, 12th, graduation में percentage or stream science, commerce, arts. What do you think? Why TISS? ये वाला question है. Start कर लेते हैं. Why TISS? Yes, Akansha, starting with you.
Yeah. So I had completed my engineering in 2019 from College of Engineering Pune, COAP, and yeah, I'm currently living in Mumbai. And my 10th score was 97 percentile, 12th was 95, and graduation was 83. And yeah, I've been working as a software engineer in Zebra Technologies.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so what do you think? How this will help to build your career?
So yeah, so after having a 2 years work experience in a technical background, I realized that like I'm more of a dynamic person, and a management role will suit me better. I would flourish in such a role. So I decided to go for an MBA. So yeah, but I had started my prep for CAT and it didn't go as expected. And then since I had even in the courses I had, from the overview I had, I thought HR would be best for me. So after CAT, I decided to give that. And yeah, that also, I mean, I cleared the overall cutoff, but I missed by a sectional score. So
in that or that?
In that.
Okay. Auxiliary Jamshedpur you were targeting.
हाँ, because उनका भी HR is very well known.
Very well, right.
Top पे. So after that, I came across a video in YouTube कि मतलब CAT नहीं, that नहीं. So what can we go forward with? So in January mid, I realized कि TISS, it's very sad, but I mean इतना late I realized that TISS is also very well known for HR. So that is when I started preparing for TISS, and I was the
CAT or ZAT तो लिख के आया था, तो maths और English was not the problem. In fact, ZAT
not the problem.
GK भी है. Okay.
GK है, और GK मेरा बचपन से मतलब सबसे ज्यादा डर वो कभी आता नहीं था मुझे.
Okay.
So वही I was skeptical about writing Tissnet because GK holds so much weightage. मतलब सिर्फ I couldn't sail through मतलब the exam only with English and maths. So when I gave इसका mock टेस्टनेट का फर्स्ट मॉक सिर्फ जीके सेक्शन आई हैड जस्ट स्कोर्ड 5 वो भी बिना नेगेटिव के बस 5 मतलब आई वाज दैट बैड एट इट बट ये आपके ही वीडियोस मैन्यूवर के मैंने देखा और फिर उसमें मतलब उसके बाद ज्वाइन करने के बाद आजाद सर ने बोला अगर अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया तो 20 तो आ जाना चाहिए इवन इफ यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम नाउ एंड आई एग्जैक्टली स्कोर 21 इन द एग्जाम so yeah.
So I think breakup section wise your GK is 21 बाकी का sectional breakup नहीं है ना okay overall
नहीं sectional breakup नहीं
बाकी का नहीं दिया हुआ है इन्होंने मतलब 14 marks का cut off है that is why they have mentioned this okay great Aditi Kashyap first of all introduction
okay so I have completed my undergrad in electrical engineering from Nirma University in 2019
okay
and
Gujarat
yes and since then I have worked at C8 Tires for about 28 months and I felt that this is one such program. It is a unique program mostly related to HR and organizational development, so we can create more impact with those kinds of courses in an organization. So that's why I applied for this.
okay so you are also from Mumbai or other city Gujarat
I'm from
Vadodara city okay Gujarat state okay great and yeah over to Shashwat you
Yes, sir. So, sir, I'll tell you about my education. Sir, I did my 10th and 12th from St. Mary's Academy, Meerut Cantonment. I remember my 10th score, it was around 83%. And in 12th, I got around a similar score, 86, 85. And after that, sir, I joined the 5 years integrated program in management from IIM Indore. I completed that. And then I worked for 1 year. Sir, then I was in marketing in Ambuja Cement, marketing and sales. And sir, I found that the sales was not my forte in reality.
okay
So I left that job and I started preparing for civil service. I started preparing for civil services. I took it's now 2 years. I took a 2-year gap year. I was able to sail through prelims multiple times, but I was not able to secure to the interview stage. So from January itself, I started about thinking about other options. What other options I had? I already had an affinity towards HR and social sciences. I was aware about this, and sir, I started preparing for tests. I started preparing for. I wanted to specialize in something like business analytics or HR, and I have selected 2-3 colleges, and I didn't expect to get through this in my first attempt. I was actually preparing, but it was a very pleasant surprise that I got this interview call. Yes, sir.
okay
And
okay.
so why HR? So why HR? So because when I was working, even though I was in marketing and sales, my primary job was managing the sales team on the ground sales force. And I found that I am very HR is actually one of my HR is something that I'm very dexterous about, and so that's why I have applied for this.
Okay, great. So finally, I am Indore, and then Ambuja Cement, a company you have worked.
Yes, sir.
In marketing department. After then, switch to TISS finally. So career goal क्या है ये भी बता दो.
So human resources is a subject that is very. There is a lot of exposure to social sciences, which is one of my forte. I'm very interested in social sciences since I was in 11th or 12th. And so that's why I feel that this is a vertical in which I can really contribute and perform very well.
Good clarity. Next question I want to ask regarding the preparation part. So section wise maths logic is there, which combined together with TI, and then there's a English, and then there's a GK, 3 sections. So out of these 3 sections, which section you faced much trouble during your preparation, and you were not able to hit good score, and how you have tackled it? starting with Akansha.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, quants and DI, I was sure about. I didn't had to prepare in that much time because I had appeared for other exams. And English was decent, but it was different. And as in other exams focus on different aspects, and here I needed to work upon my vocab and grammar more.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so that was there, but yeah, my main focus and main hurdle was the GK section. So yeah, so during my prep, as you had mentioned, I mean, I bought the Lucent book, but I mean, 1 month is a very short duration for that book.
Right.
So I just went through, I mean, I had started with reading the handouts, but that also consumed a lot of time and there was a vast portion to cover. So I went through the video lectures and all the lectures, all the live lectures that were going on for GK, and also, yeah, mocks and all those short GK, tests, 15-20 minutes tests that were given in the course. I also gave all of that. So that helped me a lot.
As you mentioned about the exam, so we need to understand all the MBA entrance exams, they all are different ball games. So your
Yeah.
approach has to be different when
Has to
when
be.
it's come to the CAT, when it's come to the CT, when CMAT, when TSS. Although syllabus is more or less same, but when it's come to the attempting the paper, then your approach has to be different.
Has to be different. I mean, you can just clear the exam, but to excel in the exam, you need to prepare. You have to have a different strategy for every exam. So
Right. So
yeah.
this is what the main learning where people fail basically.
Yes.
Yes,
So
Shashwat, what about you? Being an IM, then though I don't think maths is the problem. English is the problem. What about GK?
So GK, so because I was preparing for UPSC, my general, the static portion of it was fairly clear to me. The only thing that I had to realign the GK towards business and economics and stuff like that. So
Okay. Yes, Aditi, what about you?
So I felt that English and maths wasn't a big problem for me. So my strategy was to just take mocks, and I would give English and maths part seriously. But as a GK, I would use it as a learning tool, even for mocks. So while attempting mocks also, I would just take a look at the real answers without submitting the mock test. That is how I prepared, and I also prepared like a 1 month ago before the test exam. So I just started going through all the videos that were available on monthly basis from Jan 2021 to Jan 2022. And I just made sure that I was thorough with all the major updates of every month. And yeah, that helped me. So I just made sure that for GK, I made sure that I kept attempting at least 500 MCQs every day from various sources available on the internet.
Okay.
So that kind of instilled me intuition based or maybe something related to I can arrive at an answer in the exam.
Okay. But this year GK was tough, undoubtedly. This year GK was tough. Okay, you have discussed about the mock test. So let me ask you this question. How many mock tests people have written and what was the highest score came in the mock?
I had written roughly about 10 mocks. I mean, once in 2-3 days. So after analyzing whatever was my weakness, I used to give those 2 days to learn and then again attempt a mock. And my highest in mocks was 71. That's it.
71.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was stuck at 64 for a very long time. And yeah, that's it.
64, then 71. So,
Yes.
okay. And in the exam, you got 67.
67. Yes.
Right. So what learning, Akansha, you have done from the mock and which you have implemented in the actual exam? And which I mean, and what are the mistakes you think you have done in the actual exam, which one should not do?
No, actually, I mean, I think I gave my best in the exam. Exam में I don't think कुछ गड़बड़ as such किया because mocks को अच्छे से, I mean, practice mocks I had analyzed very well, and in the practice mocks, this exam giving strategy, वो मेरे को मेरा समझ आ गया. I mean, इनिशियली मैंने ट्राई किया लाइक कौन सा सेक्शन फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट करने का किससे स्कोर मैक्सिमाइज हो रहा है, वो सब आई ट्राइड, एंड फिर उससे मैं अपने एक मेरे फेवरेबल स्ट्रेटजी पे आई केम विद, एंड दैट आई अप्लाइड इन द एग्जाम एंड आई परफॉर्म्ड अकॉर्डिंगली.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, great. Shashwat, what about you?
Sir, instead of giving mocks, I took the previous year's papers and I treated them as mocks. I took 5-6 years papers I did, and sir, there was a benefit to it because I was able to realize what kind of questions I can expect in the examination. But
Okay.
that was like, it was also a mistake. I should have given more mocks because in the examination I was not able to keep time properly. I missed. I was especially in the English section because in the end it is very difficult to focus on reading comprehension. So that is one mistake that I did. Yes, that's what
You
happened.
solved English section in the last.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, that is the big mistake. I think I have said this: don't attempt English section in the last. So
Yes.
because obviously you will be in the rush, and in English section you have to read the data, you have to understand, then you mark the answer. And in less number of
Yes,
time, I mean, our mind don't work that way. So there's a high chance to mark the wrong answer. Every viewer, those who are watching, the English section last में attempt mat karna. And even in your mock test also don't do this mistake, because I have done it. I have done it. This is what a learning I have through my experience. I have done this. Okay, so I keep on saying कि भाई English last में attempt mat karna, because मैंने बहुत mistake की है ऐसे. Okay. So highest score, what was your highest score, Shashwat?
So highest score was like always 58, 67 in that range.
Okay, fine. And Aditi, what about you?
So I just took English and maths part seriously. For GK, I attempted all the answers by such, like I used it as a learning tool. So I searched it on Google and then marked the right answer. So
Okay. So all our working professional, how you have balanced your work along with your preparation? Challenges कहाँ पे थे और इसको कैसे tackle किया आपने? Yes, Shashwat.
So the biggest challenge is, sir, when you're working or when you're busy, so you tend to focus on one thing and then you keep on doing it. So that is not the way to go. You should give time to GK. You should give time to English. You should give time to mathematics. And so that is the biggest challenge if you are working. That is the biggest challenge. So you need to invest in all three to sail through. And by first only focusing on quant, you will miss out on GK. You will miss out on English. That one thing, and I feel, if you're working, if you have commitments to properly divide your time among all these sections.
And yeah, I mean, utilize the weekends well. That is one thing we can do.
Saturday, Sunday मिलता है.
Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, great. I think lots of discussion we have done. Anything else you people want to add in the last? Else we will wind up the session.
I mean, yeah.
YouTube पे ना famous होने वाले हो तो अच्छे line बोलो.
I mean, just believe in yourself. I mean, even if you have a time constraint, I mean, just keep working, keep studying, and you will get the results of whatever you prepare for.
Conviction की बात.
Conviction and consistency helps.
Conviction and consistency from Akansha side. Yes. Anyone else want to say anything in the last?
I think I would agree with Akansha, because during preparation time, there was a point that there were a lot of questions in a row which couldn't be, which I was not just aware of. So I need to Google a lot. I need to search a lot. So yes, you need to believe in yourself that if it will be tough, it will be tough for everyone.
So I would completely agree with what they have said, sir. Don't judge yourself. So you should not make a judgment that I won't be able to get to the second stage or I won't be able to do it. Just do your best.
Give your best.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any good thing happens sometimes. Good thing happens.
Yes, you don't know the in actual exam what you will face. So it is always futile, I'd say, to being a judgmental and go with that mindset in the exam.
Yes,
and which will ultimately hamper your preparation as well.
yes.
Okay, guys, so that's all in this podcast. ये series और भी आगे आने वाली है. All the viewers, those who are watching this podcast 2023-24 prepare कर रहे हो, तो ये जितने भी लोग हैं आपके सीनियर होने वाले हैं, ठीक है? So you can take the guidance from them as well. And जो भी discussion we are doing, वो आपके preparation में definitely add on करो, so that you also make it to TISS. Okay, and any other kind of a question you want me to discuss here, then definitely you can write in the comment, and definitely we will work on the same. Once again, everyone, thank you for coming and sharing, Shashwat, Akansha, and Aditi. And congratulations for your stage 1 clearance, which you got shortlisted for HRMLR Odcl courses.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so here we wind up the session. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.